back to the show. Now, the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations has referred the impasse between the government and striking unions to the National Labor Commission. This comes after a second meeting between the parties involved on Monday to find a common ground that ended in a stalemate. The teacher unions declared a sit-down strike on November 4th in protest of the appointment of Dr. Eric Nkansa as the Director General of the Ghana Education Service. We're going to be talking about this pretty shortly. You can send in your views and thoughts by calling this number 0302-908-607, or you can send your WhatsApp messages as well on 05023470074. Let's take a look at this video. We'll be right back.
Last week, three teacher unions, NAT, NAGRAT, and CCT, declared a strike over the appointment of the new GES boss, Dr. Eric Nkansa. This comes after the continuous call on government to terminate his appointment, which seems not to yield any results. So, as today, being the third day, I'm here at Kaneshi Audoma Basic School to find out the situation on the ground.
Leadership of the three unions, National Association of Graduate Teachers NAGRAT, Ghana National Association of Teachers NAT, and Coalition of Concerned Teachers Ghana CCT, last week Friday, November 4th, 2022, declared nationwide strike. This comes on the back of the termination of the demand the teacher unions gave government to withdraw its decision of new Director General of Ghana Education Service Dr. Eric Nkansa's appointment. In TV Africa's quest to capture a clear picture on ground, the news team have visited some schools in Accra and in an attempt to speak with some teachers and headmasters on camera they refused. And they said they will if given permission to do so. Headmaster who spoke to the news team off camera revealed that no teacher is on strike and that all teachers are at post performing their duty and students are also in school, and it's only one teacher that did not come because he has been disposed. He however added that if they are to go on strike, it will come from their leaders and not them.
So, the industrial action by the three teacher unions, NAT, NAGRAT, and CCT, seems not to be effective here at Kaneshi Audoma Basic School. Speaking to the headmaster off camera, he said there is nothing like.
All right, so my guests are seated. Kenneth Kabu, Kofi, and Kanor is the vice chairman-elect of the Adan constituency for the NDC, and Mr. Philip London Safohene is a member of the New Patriotic Party. Good morning to you, Kenneth.
Good morning, Media.
Good to have you. How are you doing?
His grace is sufficient.
Right. Safohene, what to then?
I mean, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, then I see. What?
But I wonder why, when you go to my senior brother, you decided to speak the local language. Whilst me, why can't you speak the Gan?
Adan, right?
Gan or Adan?
Right, I don't speak Gan, but I speak Fanti. So I'm going to learn your language next
so
time.
You should ask me Kongeke.
Oh, right. Koleke.
Ke ungeke.
Ke ungeke. Oh, we bless God. I think I understand that one. Now let's get into the conversation. What's your overall view on this particular issue?
Let me say good morning to the good people of Adan constituency. Let me say good morning to the cherished viewers. It's just unfortunate that the three teacher union are embarking on a strike that I don't think is necessary. Because I don't see the reason why the appointment of the Director General should generate this strike. Why am I saying this? In the Constitution that was promulgated in 1992 gave all the right to the president to appoint and disappoint. So if a president appoints anybody to head any institution, nobody within that environment should say that because the person is not having any satisfactory teaching experience, that person shouldn't head that particular ministry. We've once had what's the name? Dr. Napo. Napo is not a teacher, but Napo had the whole Ministry of Education. So why the Director General? If this is a criteria that is being carved that any director any director of the Ghana Education Service need to have a certain qualification, teaching experience. I don't have any problem about it. But once you said because the person had been employed, I totally don't agree with them. Because look, our children are still at home. And look, at any time that you allow your children not to learn, they've been to school, but because of this issue, they are home. Look, I believe they can solve this thing without going on strike. Why can't they have a tete-a-tete, the round table discussion? These are things that we need. Then they strike.
Right, Kenneth, you made mention of Napo not being a teacher.
Yep.
But he was appointed. Did he perform in your own view?
With me, I will say yes, I will say no. But it depends on which angle you are coming from. Which of the criteria are we judging Napo on? Is it the creation of what's the name, free SHS? Have they performed? Look, every ministry has a problem. Every ministry has their own problem. But it depends on who heads that particular department. For example, if Napo, during the time of Napo, a lot of teachers, had a problem with him because of his utterances, because of his demeanor with the teacher front. They had problem with him. There are sometimes that I will say that yes, Napo happened to be a doctor, a dentist in that particular field, but at least within a certain field, he was able to perform. I will only judge Dr. Nkansa if we've given him that mandate and he decided not to perform. There we can all stand up and say, look, we've given the appointment to Dr. Nkansa, he did not perform. But for you to use that caveat that he's not having a satisfactory teaching background, what do they mean? Are they trying to tell me about 17 or 18 director of education that we had? They all had what we call education in satisfactory education background, teaching background. Absolutely no. Look, our children need to be taught. So for them to be at home because of this small thing, I don't think there's a need for it.